Semper Fi, everyone, and welcome to the latest installment of Recon Jack. I'm your host, United States Marine Corps veteran and living historian Chuck Lynch. On today's follow-up episode, I'll discuss the phases of the basic school, more commonly referred to as TBS, which is the next step in training for U.S. Marine officers following Officer Candidate School. Classroom events include topic-specific lectures, exams, tactical decision games, or TDGs, sand table exercises, or STECs, decision-forcing cases, and small group discussions. There are various field events beginning with fire team and squad level and progressing to platoon reinforced and company-sized events. The field events consist of realistic blank fire training and live fire ranges. Phase 1, which is 7 weeks, focuses on individual skills to include leadership, rifle and pistol qualification, land navigation, communications, combat life-saving, and the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program, better known as MCMAP. Phase 2, which is 6 weeks, focuses on rifle squad leader skills to include decision-making, combined arms, rifle squad tactics and weapons, as well as scouting and patrolling. Phase 3, which is 6 weeks, focuses on rifle platoon commander skills to include rifle platoon tactics, convoy operations, engineering, and crew-served weapons. Phase 4, which is 7 weeks, focuses on basic MAGTF officer skills to include military operations on urbanized terrain, known as MOUT, rifle platoon or RAIN tactics, force protection, expeditionary operations, known as AMFEX or WAR, and legal or platoon commander's admin. Throughout the program of instruction, or POI, Marines in each training company are split into thirds according to their combined scores of leadership, military skills, and academics. Each Marine ranks each specialization, or MOS, according to their preference, and each third is allocated an equal proportion of each specialization according to the Marine Corps' needs. Each third is independent of the others, so the top of the bottom third of placement is nearly as likely to get the specialization that they want as the top of the other 2/3. Throughout the POI, each Marine will have the opportunity to select which specialization they prefer in a mock draft-like setting, selecting what they prefer from what is left over according to their grade placement in their third. Using these mock drafts and listed preferences as reference, company staff then goes through each student and bestows upon them a specialization. This lottery system, however, does not apply to those Marines who signed air contracts to become pilots or law contracts to become legal officers. Following the basic officer course, the officer will attend one or more additional schools to be trained in his or her specialty and then assigned to a unit in the Fleet Marine Force or other operating forces of the Marine Corps, such as Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C., Marine Corps Chemical Biological Incident Response Force, Marine Corps Security Force Regiment, or the Marine Corps Embassy Security Group. Marine Warrant officers attend a 16-week training regime similar in scope and instruction to the 28-week course required of second lieutenants, which is shortened due to prior experience possessed by the newly appointed warrant officers. They are assigned to India Company at Camp Bear, Quantico, Virginia. An enlisted Marine can apply for the warrant officer program after serving at least 8 years of enlisted service and reaching the grade of E5, which is a rank of sergeant, for the administrative warrant officer program. For the Marine warrant officer or gunner program, a Marine must have at least 16 years of enlisted service in an infantry MOS. This requirement is waived for those holding rank of gunnery sergeant for a minimum of 1 year prior to applying for the weapons warrant officer program. Sergeants or staff NCOs who are selected are given additional leadership and management training during the warrant officer basic course. Graduates of the BOC who are selected for an infantry MOS remain at TBS for the 15-week infantry officer course, or IOC. This course was recently extended from 12 weeks to better develop the infantry officers. During this program, lieutenants receive intensive classroom instruction, practical experience, and field training in crew-served weapons, patrolling, and reconnaissance to ensure that they are MOS qualified for all of the infantry platoon commander billets, in addition to the rifle platoon within a Marine infantry battalion. The other infantry billets are rifle company weapons platoon commander, such as dealing with crew-served weapons, as well as commander of one of the 3 heavy weapons platoons, which are 81mm mortar, anti-armor, and heavy machine gun of the Infantry Battalion Weapons Company. Infantry officers may seek to compete for a tour as a reconnaissance platoon commander after serving an initial tour with an infantry unit. Officers selected to serve in a light armored reconnaissance battalion, or LAR, complete an additional 6-week LAR leaders course conducted at the School of Infantry. Marines who first arrive from OCS or the U.S. Naval Academy, or who are unable to complete the BOC, WOBC, or IOC for either failing one of the 3 graded categories or are significantly injured, are sent to M Company, known as Mike Company. Marines in Mike Company provide support operations for companies that are actively training, as well as attend classes and physical events until they can be given a new MOS if they come from IOC, or resume training if they have yet to complete WOBC or BOC. Mike Company also has Marines who graduated from BOC but are awaiting MOS school pickup. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Recon Jack, and perhaps you've learned something new. I pray that you did not become lost in all the acronyms, so stay tuned for more episodes as I continue to discuss the hallowed history, traditions, and individuals of the United States Marine Corps. Please feel free to like this video, subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and leave a comment in the section below. I always enjoy interacting with you folks and seeing the growth of this channel. Please don't hesitate to tell a friend or family member, or email me directly at recon_jack@hotmail.com. Until next time, Semper Fi, and carry on.